So, I can see a little, I can't see it, I can hear a little panic setting in for my last couple videos exposing what's going on. So, just so that these people are aware, they comment and discuss amongst themselves once I post a video. There will be pain and suffering for everything I've endured up until today. There'll be reimbursement. There'll be charges for my mom's abuse. They just hit me on the forehead. Break and enter, theft, damage to physical property, my vehicle, theft from my house, jewelry, bedding, blankets, clothing, towels, bed sheets, other items, other household items, clothing. Coming into my house, jewelry that's been mine for 30 years, given to me by family that's now deceased, quilts, blankets. I'm pressing criminal charges for my mom and I. And, you know, I keep thinking about my mom in her nursing home bed, dealing with this abuse, morning, noon, and night. And she was so tired some days, and I couldn't figure out why. She's probably kept up all night, as they've done to me. They'll keep me up all night. There'll be damage. There'll be charges for the moving, my house, the moving costs, the King's Court bench, the foreclosure costs. My network provider was TELUS in Edmonton, so I had home security. They kept disarming my house. They were on the phone line, listening to the passcodes in my home, but the house was already bugged and compromised illegally. They'll be charged for that. Listening to me in the toilet, listening to this family in their house, their communication to one another. You know, a married couple, all the activities that married people do. They're owed money. I'll be charging for my children. So it's 50 years of age is the cutoff in Alberta to get to a surrogate. So they'll have to pay for it here or send me to the States. Cameron Diaz has another child and she's 53. I'm kind of excited. Hilary Swank. There was something about $1 Million Baby. What did you say to yourself, technology? Nobody's reported it, so it's massive extortion. And then there's communication all the time. So someone will say that I have said something and I haven't. So they're either using AI technology or they're interfering with communication, and they misled my mom, lied to her, broke her heart. They did the same to my aunt in the United States. I'm not playing with that. I need to expose these nursing home gang banging, baby rattle snatching wish stealers, and the men that are sitting around helping these women that have problems. And it could be a man too. You know, if you don't work, it's not that hard to surpass you. But the cost for my vehicle, my credit score, the several devices that I had to change with my iPhone. That's why I went through several. Laptops. This is my second one. Second computer. This is my 7th phone. There's costs for that. My house, the King's Court bench fees, moving, relocating, hotel stays where they've been targeting me, and then the first-degree murder and manslaughter in my Jeep, doing something. So Tyler was doing something and doing some kind of sound abuse. Then there's the menstrual cycle. They were using some kind of high vibrational frequency technology to make me have a menstrual cycle for 30 days. Then 13 days. They stood around my mom, and she was getting body bathed, so she could not walk anymore. And also we stopped getting her up because she was in a lot of pain some mornings to go to the dining room. And I had residents telling me that they were banging her knee into the table, and she'd be crying, and they'd be antagonizing her and threatening her all night. So I'm looking for those people. It was a nursing home facility, and then breaching our confidentiality and privacy in my house. Playing around with YouTube, so monetization is 1,000 subscribers. Pretty expensive to me, my own investment. calling my employers, calling people that I knew. Defamation of character is huge. They accused me initially of tax evasion, a loophole. They accused me of doing their readings. Like, am I supposed? How many people are going to get you monetized that have been married for 15 years and cheating? It's pretty limited reading, and it would be the same thing every day. So accusing me of these kinds of things and making comments, harassing me about my family's gifts. It's a hate crime. They're hurting my foot right now. So they did these things to my mom and I. There'll be moving costs, storage costs, hotel stays, the house, my vehicle, my clothing, bedding, blanket, and my children. So I'm, really looking forward to my own kids. The revenue lost in the dental industry, also discussing my wage, discussing things. I'm really excited for this. When you're nuts like that, you're starting to see how things are unraveling and who you've involved and who you've blamed. Contacting people around the city. I'm looking forward to this. But just so that they know the cost, my house, how much I lost on the house, how much I lost in equity, my Jeep, the damages to the engine, break and enter. Someone stole masks and bags from my Jeep as well. And then came into the house and was sitting on my Wi-Fi threatening me over this man for a year prior. Did not pay me for internet. Did not pay me for my data usage. Did not pay me for the Wi-Fi. Did not pay me for my landline and my cell phone. Was threatening my mom on the phone. Now, Elizabeth, are you happy to be out of the hospital? Now, what's not fair? So I'm excited to expose the men involved and the women. And then blaming the Hells Angels, which it probably would have been an honor for them to pick my mom up 90 pounds and bring her home to me, but I couldn't have her in the house because somebody had access to my home security code, kept disarming it. And I kept thinking it was just the connection in the driveway, but it wasn't. I think I was pretty reasonable ignoring their behavior and not talking to any of these people, but I am certainly not allowing you, if you're listening, to take everything that we've had financially, to waste my time and money. You need to be held accountable for it. My mom, I would have loved to see her interact with my kids. And she would have, and she'd probably be alive today, provided that her baseline health was sustained. But you're not taking advantage of me and pushing me around. Matter of fact, I'll be putting you on display for everyone. And I'll be looking to collect the compensation because the police have allowed this to continue and to go on. Your pregnant wife and your children are not safe in your home. There's a problem. And somebody has access to technology and communication they shouldn't have. And again, YouTube needs to be notified. And I've tried to send them an email. I took a picture of it, but everything is being blocked. When you are downloading things and doing harmful things online, it's illegal. It's also dangerous because kids could be on there. But you'll be paying for it. So I suggest that you get me to my vehicle today. I need a note for my credit score. I also need to have things fixed, and I would get on it as soon as possible. This isn't going to stop. There's going to be more of this. When you are blackmailing senior citizens and threatening them and scaring them and lying to them and using my name, you have another thing coming. and you're going to use the Hells Angels names, well, I'm going to help you. You've got oaths broken with the Hells Angels and the Banditos gangs because nobody wanted to be responsible. So maybe they'll help you be responsible now. What'd you say to yourself in some kind of technology that's illegal? They're using a component of different things here in shocking and abuse. So I'm hoping that today something's going to happen where I can go get my vehicle and stop being inconvenienced and put under massive stress. And any man that does that to a woman is a loser. But any man that watches another female do this because of her insecurity and her jealousy has got a real head problem. You don't feed the insecurity and the notion, you know, you're not taking me down is not going to make her prettier, smarter, or more capable, or make her feel better. You should have worked on her self-esteem with her, not using me. And you're going to find out. Now they're shocking me on the finger. I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's a former friend. You're going to prison for what you've done to my mom and my aunt and I. Because I can't get that time back. And you wasted time and money. And you killed seniors that are 80 years old, 90 pounds, and fragile. Everyone needs to know. They just hit me on my forehead again. I hope that this woman enjoys jail because I'm sending her there well informed by every prison person involved that's in there for killing people like you.